Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Hasbro and Takara Tomy in the Transformers Legacy Evolution line, we are featuring Needlenose. Okay, so this classic character I've been so excited about since they announced him. I'm a huge fan of Needlenose, especially his portrayal in the comic books. I was like kicking myself, some years ago when the Combiner Wars version of Needlenose was offered through the Transformers Club subscription service. At first I think I might have pre-ordered it, but then I canceled my pre-order on the Combiner Wars version of the figure. And then I regretted it ever since because that figure goes for a lot on the secondary market. I think the last sold listing on eBay for the Combiner Wars subscription service Needlenose went for like $130, which is crazy. So the minute they announced this, I was so excited. I'm like, finally, I'm getting a modern interpretation of Needlenose. For me, it's been a long time coming, and here he is. I got this guy at my local Target today, and I'm going to apologize in advance because much like my other Transformer reviews, I'm not going to transform him. Just because I'm terrible at transforming the figures live on camera for the first time. The reviews always fall apart the minute I start trying to transform it. So at the very least, we're going to unbox them and just check out the robot mode. So I apologize in advance. If you're looking for a full review, just look elsewhere. There's tons of wonderful Transformer reviewers out there, and I'm sure they'll put this guy through his paces and show you the full transformation. But for now, we're just going to take a look at the robot. All right, so let's get started. Great looking package design. It's a really busy looking cover, with the alt mode and all the graphics, and I love it. I think it's awesome. I've really grown accustomed to the plastic-less design. The all cardboard design has really grown on me. Even the open window. On the side, beautiful character artwork. That looks amazing. It looks great. So he transforms in 14 steps, which we will not see. He features Evo Fusion. With Transformers, they always need some sort of like buzzword gimmick. In this case, it's Evo Fusion. He comes with his two target masters. We have Sunbeam and Zigzag right there. And let's get this guy out. Yeah, so, man, I've been wanting this figure for such a long time. I was, like, kicking myself for not getting the subscription service figure. But if you're familiar with the now-defunct Transformers Club's subscription service stuff, they would take, standard figures that were available at retail, but then they would, they do exclusive versions of them where they'd be either repainted, presenting new characters, or they would have some sort of, retooled feature, like maybe a new head sculpt or something. And the price on the subscription service figures was a lot to begin with. You're looking at figures that were already marked up maybe 2 or 3 times the price of a normal retail figure. And since they were a subscription service, they're limited in quantity, and they're highly collectible nowadays, especially since the Transformers Club is long gone. Alright, so we have the instructions here. Let's get into focus. Alright, Legacy Evolution Needlenose. He comes with his two target masters, Sunbeam and Zigzag. And this guy transforms in 14 steps, which we will not be doing, so I apologize for that. But if you go online, chances are you'll find a wonderful reviewer who'll, transform this guy back and forth. Alright, so don't forget the accessories come in this tissue baggie, which is off to the side, so you don't want to accidentally throw this out. Just hold on to this. All right, we have Sunbeam, and then we have Zigzag, and then we have some other accessories, which I should really look into. All right, real quick, let's take a look at what some of these things are. All right, this, of course, is the tail fin. And then, all right, what's the deal with this? Why is there two of these? Oh, okay, it's for this one. All right, I'm gonna make sure I get this right side up. Wait, this does not belong to him. Wait, what's going on here? All right, this goes to Sunbeam. All right, there's the Target Masters. Why is there an extra piece? All right, so for whatever reason, I think on Zigzag they gave me an extra, piece for him. As you can see, it already came with it attached, and then there's a separate one. And I don't think this serves a purpose other than they just messed up and sent me two of these. I'm not going to complain. I'll figure it out later. And here's a tail fin that snaps onto his back. I remember when Hasbro first announced that they're going to be more environmentally conscious and do the plastic-less, windowless design for the boxes. I was kind of very skeptical, but in all honesty, it's really grown on me. I love the box art a lot, and I think the presentation is really well done. All right, so here is the robot form of Needlenose. The tail fin just plugs in the back. And here's Zigzag on one side. So this still retains the classic Target Master gimmick, which I'm very grateful for. If you weren't unfamiliar with the Target Masters back in the, late 80s, when it introduced it, there was the Target Masters and there were the Headmasters. And the Transformers, their accessories, could kind of transform into like their own robots. So it's kind of cool. I dig that they retained that play feature. And I'm still kind of mystified as to why I have this extra piece. But we'll worry about that later. Alright, for now, let's take a look at Needlenose's robot mode. The helmet looks awesome. It's a very kind of like Optimus Prime looking design. The detailing is well done. It's not overkill like some of the other figures we've gotten in the past. I think the amount of paneling and detailing is just right. I don't think it's overdone. I'm so glad that they got rid of those stickers that they were doing for a couple of years. It's nice to actually get the details painted on. You know, if you remember some years ago with some of the other lines, I think it might have been Titans Returns and Power of the Primes, they were using stickers, and I hated that. The figure is really well done. It's awesome. It looks like a great modern interpretation of the classic toy. In terms of the articulation, Needlenose's head rotates, arms move, they go out. That's the one thing I love about modern Transformers, unlike the ones I got when I was a kid back in the 80s, is that these guys are like super articulated. You know, they're much like modern action figures. You know, besides having the Transformer puzzle gimmick, they actually move like a action figure should. You know, they're not very static like the old toys. And as you can see, you know, the posability is very high for this figure. It's awesome. Incredible design. Very fond of this character. And I'm so glad that, like I said, that I have, you know, this classic character like in modern action figure form. It's amazing. So speaking of Needlenose, let's bring out the classic figure. All right, so here we have the original Needlenose from back in the day. This one's seen better days. This one is really sun damaged, as you can see. The stickers are off. But it's amazing how much the new figure retains a lot of the same kind of aesthetics and details and functionality as the original toy. Much like the original toy, the way it transforms, with the cockpit and the nose being attached to the back on a hinge. The new one really does its job to recreate that. Excuse me. All right, so I'm also kind of losing my voice, so I'll try to carry on this review as the best that I could. But much like a new toy, here's the original Target Masters for comparison. Let's take a look at them. So we have the original Target Masters here. We have the original Sunbeam on the left and the modern one on the right. Let's move this aside. Yeah, so it's really cool how the modern figure does its best to really recreate the classic figure, even right down to the fact that they're both carrying the rifles like the old one does. And the transformation gimmick, it's simple. You just fold the weapon like this. So it's really cool. Let's take a look at Zigzag real quick. Again, the original is on the left and the modern one's on the right. The classic one wins a little bit extra points for having more paint around the waist. Again, the gimmick's the same. You just fold this back. And the old one's kind of tight. I don't want to force it because some of the older Transformers, the plastic could be a little bit brittle, and I don't want to accidentally crack it or break it. But yeah, it's awesome. I love the fact that, the new figure is really trying to pay homage to the old one. It's not trying to do its own thing. It's just really trying to be Needlenose, but giving you the modern engineering that technology provides for us. So yeah, great figure. Highly recommend this. If you're a fan of the classic figure, this really is a must purchase. Needlenose, he's not a top tier character, like the other Decepticons like Starscream or Soundwave. But, if you're a fan of the fiction and the comic books, this guy really does have a place in the Decepticon roster. So yeah, excellent toy. Very, very excited. I can't say that enough about getting this modern interpretation of the character. All right, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.